Welcome to our Mount Everest simulation class video. My name is Quinn Randall, and I was the environmentalist.
I'm Shea Donovan, and I was the physician.
I'm Emily Ostendorf, and I was the marathoner.
I'm Cameron Elliott, and I was the photographer.
I'm Savannah Miller, and I was the observer.
I'm Kelley Sorensen, and I was the leader.
All right. So those were our roles.
Okay. So, let's see. What we should talk about is what kind of group we were, and like all different points that we've talked about in class. So I think we should go over that first.
Okay, so I think we were probably closest to being a professional group because we had required involvement and we had emphasis on teamwork and task accomplishment. Like we had to do this simulation and get it done for a grade.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so we were kind of like forced to work together, but it wasn't like hard. I wouldn't say it was hard to work together.
Yeah, I'd say like the group context of it, we were all kind of supportive. I don't think anybody felt like left out, especially me because like I showed up like late to the group and I still felt like fine jumping in there with you guys.
Yay.
We were able to communicate well together.
Yeah,
and we show up to that meeting.
Yes. And we all showed up to everything, and like we all
said what we were going to do.
we did the project. We like didn't have an issue. We didn't have to like reschedule, so that's a big deal because that rarely happens in groups.
So what like specifically went well?
I think everyone's commitment to the project. I mean, we all wanted to get it done, so everybody showed up in order to, do the requirements, and I feel like everyone was really accountable.
Yeah, and we even did it on a weekend, which isn't
when it
everyone's
was
favorite.
blizzarding.
There was a blizzard. It was a weekend, and we still did it. So
right, yeah, and it wasn't an issue. No. Like no one had any issues anyway. I already said that, but
you were also like a virtual attendee, and
yeah, I wasn't there because I live far away and there was a blizzard. But it still worked out okay because we had the little like chat box thing.
We had to chat and it worked out for the things that we like specifically were like, okay, we gotta tell her this. But I feel like it definitely. This is like nothing against you, obviously. It was a blizzard. There's nothing we could do. But I feel like it definitely would have like benefited us more to just like all have been there, just because you missed out. And again, this is not like shots. You just you missed out on a lot of just like little small talk that happened. Just like
debating what medicine to use.
Yeah.
Like that was
like
the main thing that we
it.
did.
Yeah. There were like some awkward pauses.
Right.
Yeah, and
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, are we moving?
Those were where we were like having this little.
Yeah, we were
I think
talking.
like the decision making was like the hardest, just because like we had to communicate like everyone in person, and then we had to like make sure that was okay with you, and like see if you had any like different ideas.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Sorry.
I'd say that, like, as the observer, it was definitely, like, interesting watching you guys talk to each other about it, because it's kind of funny, honestly, watching you guys, like, adjust for everything that was happening, because, like, at first, like, through the first 2 camps, you guys just, like, moving through, like, oh, we're doing so great, and you realize everyone's dying, and you're like, crap, we use medicine.
I know, you were the first to go.
I was fatally ill very quick.
Yeah. And we had just like such a limited supply of everything, and the website didn't make it that clear of what everything was. Like some of the things that I had in my medicine box, like I have no idea what it even was, so that was not very helpful.
And I think they probably did that on purpose. So
I know.
So talk and figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. And then we did the frostbite thing. We talked about that and figured out. I still don't get what that is, but in a bag or something. I don't know.
It works.
Yeah,
whatever it was, it worked.
Yep. So. But yeah, we were like talking the entire time. Like we really never stopped talking. So then I guess that was something that you like didn't get to hear. But we were typing to you a lot.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of like good communication through the message.
Yeah,
because I was able to keep up with like what was happening.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
So is there anything that like didn't work well. I mean, I noticed that we like moved really fast through
Yeah,
the first couple steps, and then we were all critical.
Yeah, I think definitely like Savannah was saying, like in the beginning we were like, oh, this is just a simulation, you know, just go to the next camp, we'll be fine. And then everyone sort of realized that, oh wait, I have frostbite, or my mental acuity is no longer good. And we all slowed down and like took a minute and took a breather, like, whoa, we need to talk about some stuff. And then, as already been said, none of us really knew what to talk about because we didn't know what was wrong with us or how to fix it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see the discussion that happened there. Yeah. You know.
It's a lot of like bouncing ideas off
Yeah.
one another. Like,
Yeah.
could this possibly fix this problem? Which usually did not work.
Right.
I know, like, I was critical, and then you, like, randomly gave me an inhaler, because
Yeah.
it was the only thing you had.
I know, it had nothing to do. I think you had frostbite, so we gave you an
Right.
inhaler. But that's all I had left. So yeah, but we still got 3 of us to the top, so that's
Yeah.
way better than no one. I thought we were gonna just end up with no one even getting to the top.
I know,
so.
once we were at Camp 4 and we were all critical, it was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
I know.
Yeah.
I kind of knew from the start that I wasn't going to
You
win.
were
You're the environmentalist.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought was kind of funny too. Like when Quinn was dying, they're like, he's just
Yeah.
like the ecologist who cares.
He's a tree.
He's a tree.
Yeah, why was I even on that hike?
I don't know.
What else?
Let's talk about some of our, like, group norms.
Okay. Yeah. We had our Google Doc. That was important.
Yeah, that was really helpful.
Yeah.
So we like typed the analysis and the report
Yeah,
through that.
and as we were
And the
typing,
agenda.
and the agenda, and as we were
Or
typing,
not analysis.
even though she wasn't there, she could still see it.
Yeah,
Right,
she-
yeah.
As
I
we
could
were
still, like,
typing.
type in my
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everyone could just add to it, which was really nice.
And funny enough, I've never even used Google Docs before, and I thought that was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
it's really helpful.
It's good for group projects. I've used it before for that.
Yes.
What were some other norms?
Like text in advance if you can't make it or you're going to be late or whatever, but
Yeah.
we totally did that.
Yeah, we did that without even having to, like,
Yeah.
say that that's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Because we had the group text, and so
Mm-hmm.
it just sort of made sense.
Yeah, the group text was really helpful.
So then everybody knew who was going to be late or who wasn't going to be there. Or when I decided not to drive down because of the blizzard, like,
Yeah.
you guys all knew in advance.
I have to say, like, we really were good on that communication part of it.
Yeah.
Guys was just like 5 minutes late today and texted.
Mm-hmm. I just think it was really good that like you said, everyone took it so seriously, and it's true. Like everyone was just so committed to it. Like I know so many people when they do group projects, it's really flaky, and they just will be like, "Oh, who cares if I just don't go?" But no one did that, so it's like I don't know.
Everyone was like really
Yeah.
accountable and responsible for themselves. And
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, this person sucks because
Yeah.
they're not doing their part. Like everyone was pulling their own weight and like
Yeah. Which is
And no one was like last minute bailed out. Like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
I can't be there,
Yeah.
even though it's 5 minutes before.
Right.
exactly. So that was good.
What
And
else
don't leave it. 8. Okay. Do you have the list?
to do? Let's check her out. All right, we kind of talked about our interaction during.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about whether, I don't know, we talked about the speed, but we could talk more about whether it was hard or easy.
I think parts of it were like, easy, but then when we like didn't know what was happening,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we kind of just like made spontaneous decisions, and then
Like when you go to
realized there were
critical, and you're like, I don't know
consequences.
what's wrong with me. How can I fix a problem if I don't know what the
There was,
problem
like,
is?
One step where all of us were critical, and we were kind of like,
We're like, well, what
so
do we do?
What do we do if someone
Oh
dies?
yes, and then I got in trouble because I was a physician and I gave myself medicine. But my theory, it was really smart, guys. I got the highest score, so I think I win. But it was smart, I thought, because I'm the one who has all the supplies that I have to give to you. So if I die, then everyone's gonna die. No one's gonna have medicine. So I was like, I have to give myself an inhaler.
That's a good point because when we were all critical, we were like, "Who gets the medicine?" And you were like, "Well, I got this. I am going to tell you guys why I deserve it." And we were all like, "Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but like, it helped.
I missed out on that
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
So all I get was like a message saying, "Well, we had medicine, but Shea gave it to us. Now we don't have it anymore."
Yeah, but then it worked out in the end because
You survived.
I lived.
Yeah.
And do other people live?
I mean, we all
thought
did.
that was
Didn't
fun. Toward the very end, like definitely everyone just started fending for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, when it was just Quinn critical, everyone's like, all right, like how can we work this out? Like then when everyone's critical, it's like, all right, I'm getting to the top.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, once everyone was critical, I just kind of was set on dying.
Yeah.
As terrible
It's
as that
inevitable.
is.
Like, just let it
I
happen.
was the first one to be critical. I was the first one to go.
I've accepted your fate.
Yeah, oh, and you weren't there for that either. But that's how, at the very end, that's how we decided to give you medicine instead of everyone else, because you were the leader. So we were like, do
So
we
you
need
got
the
the leader
photographer?
and the
Probably
photographer.
not. So we like, gave you the medicine.
I hate to have us in real life on like the Dollar Trail.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Makes you
Who's getting
think like how
first?
hard it is in real life to do something like this.
I know.
All right, so now for the evaluation, how do you guys think we did as a group?
Well, 3 of us made it, so that's
So the three
More
of us
than
were the best.
50%.
No, I think that like worked really well as like a team.
I think
To like make those critical decisions like, do we save Quinn or do we let him go?
Yeah.
Like, is he holding us back or do we keep dragging him along? But no, we like made really good group decisions. Like it was good discussion about it.
Yeah, and even though I wasn't like there, I still felt like I was included in those decisions. Like, I definitely felt like you guys were like, okay, what do you think? Like, this is what we think, and then I could add my input. So that was good.
I think also like just as a group outside of the simulation, we worked really well together too.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
all
we
in all,
get along really
it's
well.
a good situation.
Right.
Okay, well, the video's like 12 minutes, I think, now, so if we're all ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I think we did a good bit of evaluating throughout the whole
Yes.
entire thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
That was great. Thank you.
That was our video.